Good day to all of you. As you've probably read, the thumbnail says a few tips for new riders. Just a few ideas that I thought I'd put together and make a video about for people getting on a bike for the first time. Hi, welcome back to Secondhand Bikers. In today's videos, I'll just be discussing a few tips that I thought I'd put together for new riders and old riders. In fact, I think this video would be aimed at all road users, not particularly bikers, but specifically new motorcycle riders being on the road for the first time, not knowing of everything that happens on the road. One of the main unspoken rules that I've witnessed and experienced over the years is courtesy. Plain common courtesy, and I think this should be one of the unspoken or unlisted rules, unwritten rules of the road. Courtesy. When being on the road, often we find people raging at each other, getting upset at the smallest little thing. Someone cuts a biker off and biker goes chasing after them, wanting to flip them over. Truck drivers, and I should actually mention I'm both the truck driver and the biker, because my license enables me to drive both. So basically what I've witnessed over the road is people getting upset for the tiniest thing. Someone cuts you off, someone brake checks you, someone the faintest little thing, and people go off, like seriously raging at each other for no good reason. People, as someone told me in the past, every minute of your life is valuable. So when you're angry for even just 1 minute, it's 60 seconds of your life that you'll never get back, and you wasted it being angry. That's something that I keep with me at all times. Don't be angry. Sometimes you just gotta let things slide. Let it go. Someone cut you off. So what? He's gonna go on with his life. So, courtesy. Basically, respect the road, respect yourself, respect everyone else on the road. That's all that you have to do. We're all there to use the same road. Another thing that I like to maintain on the road is called what I call the ABC of the road. A, alert. Be aware of everything going on around you. This doesn't mean you have to sit and, like someone that's schizophrenic, look around and look over your shoulder and look at the next driver or anything like that. Don't be paranoid, but check yourself, check your surroundings, check what's happening, check your vehicle. Be alert. The second one is B, backup. Backup meaning keep a distance. Try to maintain a distance behind yourself and in front of yourself. Now, a lot of times you can't really keep a space behind you because that's reliant on the driver behind you or the vehicle driving behind you. So if you think about it, B means backup, space behind you. Try to know what's going on around. Try to be knowledgeable about who's behind you. What are they doing? Are they picking up speed? Are they braking excessively? Are they swerving? And then the third one, C. This means clear space. And a lot of people are guilty of this. We don't maintain a clear space between us and the next vehicle. So what happens is, in an emergency, there's no time to stop because you're right on top of the car ahead of you. And then what happens, most likely to bikers, we go into the back of the car. It happened to me, and I should mention on that day that I had my accident. There wasn't time for keeping clear space. Someone stopped dead in front of me and I was looking for a street name and into the back of the car. Now, this is also debatable. Had I kept a bigger space, maybe the accident wouldn't have happened. But what I try to do, even in a car, truck, whatever, the vehicle you're driving, try to maintain space enough for at least 3 seconds of braking, strenuous braking. So if you're driving a car, keep 1 car space behind the car ahead of you. If you're driving a truck, keep a space ahead of you. If you're driving a bike, still keep more than the space that you think you would need to brake in an emergency, because people don't allow that backup space. We're all just going about on the road doing our thing. And so you might want to check yourself, be aware of what's going on around you, and keep that space. Know what's going on. Don't be caught off guard. Something that I found on the road that someone actually warned me about is carrier vehicles, your light delivery vehicles, pickup trucks, trucks in general, delivery vehicles. So what would happen is when you stop at the traffic light and you see a gap between two carrier vehicles, don't take it. There's a truck and a bus ahead of you, don't get between them. Even when you're just driving or at the traffic light, don't get between carrier vehicles. There I can actually tell you about something that happened to me with my very first bike. Someone told me never stick between trucks. And this one day I stopped and I forgot about that rule, and I was between two trucks. The one was a box truck and the other one was a delivery vehicle, delivering mattresses of all things. And I came on and I thought the gap was big enough for me to take, and once between the two vehicles I discovered the gap actually went narrower to the end. And I stopped and I thought to myself, this can be dangerous. Lo and behold, when they pulled away, they jammed me. I was between a truck and a pickup truck filled with mattresses, both drivers not seeing me, and they picked my bike up and carried me for a good few meters. And when the guy in the pickup truck with the mattresses on it found in his mirror he saw me, he actually gave way. And what happened was the bike came down. Now remember, the front wheel was up in the air for something like at least 10 meters, and then they dropped me. So when the bike came down, the front wheel bounced and I fell over. Now, a lot of you might be laughing, but as a new motorcycle rider, this would be enough to put many new motorcycle riders off. So the second rule of thumb, do not stick between carrier vehicles. If you see the gap is too narrow, or even if the gap isn't too narrow, rather stick behind them until you can pass them, but never between carrier vehicles. Another thing that I do very much on the road, whether I'm in a car, motorcycle, truck, does not matter. One thing that I do maintain is to double check yourself. Double check not just your ABCs, but double check yourself. You see a gap you want to take, double check it before you go for it. Chances are the gap isn't going to stay the same. Cars pick up speed, cars drop speed, people drive speeds that they want to. So if you see a gap, you feel like taking it, double check yourself. Don't take a gap that's too risky. A lot of bikers came off in this situation and made the wrong choice. Double check. Always think twice. You can rather get there a bit later than to never get there at all. And this leads me to another rule which I stick to, basically, is rather slow than never. Meaning, rather take your time, leave a bit earlier, ride a bit slower, but don't rush. Rushing is not good. It means you're going to speed, you left too late. Don't do any of those. Leave before the time, take your time to ride decent speed, and abide by the rules, abide by the speed limit, because in any case, if you're caught speeding, one of the biggest factors is going to be a speeding ticket, and nobody likes that. No one likes paying for the speed that you chose to ride, but you chose to speed, you chose to do the wrong speed, so that's gotta hurt. Stick to the rules, take it easy, ride slower, you will get there. You're not going to get there before the time you're going to get there, but you'll get there. Something that I've also noticed, and this is why this is the 5th thing on my list, don't be a daredevil. Now this happens a lot of the times when you're riding in a group with some friends and people decide to take wild chances and they actually dare themselves and dare each other. Here's my words, listen carefully, don't do it. Don't be the daredevil. Don't be the guy that takes wild chances and risks. It's your life. Enjoy yourself, but stick within the bounds. Don't be the daredevil. People go racing off, taking wild chances, gapping cars. Yes, it's fun. That's one of the fun parts of biking. But remember, at the end of the day, you're gonna be the daredevil. You're gonna come off that motorcycle. You're gonna get hurt. Whose fault is it gonna be? Can't be nothing on your bodies that dared you to do anything. You chose to do it. Take it easy. Ride slower. Stick to the speed limit. It's there for a reason. Find yourself on a racing track or whatever the case may be. Go for it. Open up. Use your bike for what you bought it. But remember, motorcycle is a mode of transport. And as that, stick to the rules when you're on a public road. It won't hurt you. Doesn't matter what people are gonna say. The daredevil, when he gets hurt, and he does get hurt, the daredevil is always the one to be blamed. Take your time, don't rush. Now a word from everybody's favorite lawman. Listen, the guys at Secondhand Bikers asked me to give you a word of advice. When you are driving a car, a motorbike, even a UFO, keep at least one eye open at all times. So if you can, try to blink with one eye at a time. Practice it. It goes very easy. Just watch me. See, I kept one eye on the road times. Don't forget it. Okay then. Listen guys, that's a wrap from us here at Secondhand Bikers. What I wanted to ask you is, if you look on the side of the screen, you'll see there's a little thumbs up sign. Go click it. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy what we're doing and bring some more traffic to our channel. And on the other side over here, you'll see this subscribe button. Hit that so our channel can grow, so we can do more of these videos. Maybe you'll laugh a bit more. Like and subscribe. Over and out from us. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Love you all. See, now you broke it.